What's up, DigiDSN? It's your boy GM with Digimon Adventure Episode 3. Okay, wow. Okay, half of that episode, it was action-packed, then it went quiet, and then the suspense finally revealed what we wanted to see, at least from my perspective, the digital world. Just like the title, and to the digital world. We are going there. And just like in the first version of Digimon Adventure 01, we are entering into this world once again. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried that this new version of Digimon Adventure would only reflect the world of the digital world, just like an internet version of it. But turns out, they did it anyway. They really reshaped that world, and I know I'm talking about the ending of the episode, but it looked really modernized as well. It wasn't like the first one. Like it was more elegant, more colorful. I mean, obviously, it's they revamped the series for that. So just with those few seconds that we've got of this new and improved digital world, I am satisfied. First, we go to the beginning of the episode. Omnimon versus Argomon, that was his name. I should have looked it up in my previous review. Sorry about that. The guy is fucking OP. I mean, we've known that in the past, but he really annihilated Argomon like as if it was nothing. He made this Digimon his bitch. Like it wasn't a contest. It was total destruction. Even Taichi and Yamato that were standing on his shoulder, these guys were unfazed. Like they saw the attacks that Agumon launched at them, and they didn't even blink. And I remember back in the movie Our War Game against Diaboromon, man, it was stressful. Matt and Tai, they had no idea how they would come on top against this threat. But in this new version, these guys were like, okay, that's what he did. But it was nothing compared to what Omnimon was able to do. Big shout out to the animators who made this short battle so well animated. The graphics and the colors were on point, so bravo on that. And also, I love how as soon as Argomon and Omnimon came into contact, the whole feel changed, just like it was for a war game of Omnimon versus Diaboromon. So a good, I think it was a wink to the old version, a little throwback as well. Okay, so yeah, Omnimon annihilates Argomon. It wasn't a contest. It was just one-sided. When it comes to destroying the missile, again, while Koshiro is really stressing over the detail on how they're gonna do this, Tai and Yamato, they're like, it's up to us, we'll destroy it. And Omnimon manages to track the signal of the missile and destroys it digitally. So what it causes to the missile, it changed trajectory. It changes trajectory and goes up to space almost, and blows up right above Tokyo. And for a moment, this explosion acts as a EMP, knocking out every digital devices. Or so they thought, because from Koshiro's point of view, somebody might have interfered. And we know that in the mysteries of the digital world, that is very likely to happen. Tai goes back to the train station where he was before meeting Agumon. Yamato, again, himself goes back to his home as well. And at that point, like, this is like the calm part of the episode. Everything goes back to normal. It seems that the story about the missile is like the US accidentally launched a missile due to a system malfunctioning, and they shut it down as well. But of course, Daichi's like, wait, we're the one who blew it up. So everything goes very calm and back to normal. Hikari is like looking at the sky for a moment in that episode. I don't know if you saw it, and she knows, and she really does know, because when Ty's mom and his sister Hikari goes back home, she thanks Taichi, and Taichi doesn't know why, but she knows that, hey, he saved my life. So yeah, I mean, this is something that was never really fully addressed, but we know that Hikari has some sort of a spiritual connection to the digital world, or just spiritual powers, and we've never discovered why exactly. Like, what were the origins of these powers? It was never fully discussed in the in Digimon Adventure 01, the first version. I hope that we get to explore the origin of these powers in this new series. There is still a talk about the camping trip, and so what happens is that they actually go to the camping trip, but they don't go to the digital world from this site, unlike the first version. One thing that I loved when Kushiro and Taichi are in the camping site, they meet Sora, and Taichi says, Sora, no, me and Sora, we go way back. So these two have been childhood friends for a long time. Upon seeing that, and I'm not saying I'm still petty or mad about this, but in the first version, we know that Taichi and Sora didn't end up together, because a lot of people were really rooting for that ship to happen. It never happened. Sora ended up marrying Yamato, Matt, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, it's not the fact that I'm mad about it, it's the fact that it sort of came out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, I mean, that wasn't the whole thing about the story, you know. So even though I was mad, I wanted Tai and Sora to end up to be together. But I say, you know what? It's the series, it's the journey that I really enjoyed about Digimon Adventure 01. But I was still mad because I don't know, it just came out of nowhere. I'm not saying that I am expecting for Sora and Taichi for this time to hook up. I mean, at that level, they're kids, so romance is not something like that is very important in the aspect of this new series. But let's just say I would be happy if that were to happen, if these two would end up being together. And speaking of that, I'm wondering about something, but I'll get back at the end of the video about that subject. And Kushiro mentions that, you know, yes, I know you. He was talking to Sora, and he was saying, yes, I know you, because the other people keep saying how cool you are, and she does. I mean, clothing style and all that, she still looks like a tomboy, but she looks really cool about it. So I think this is gonna be interesting to explore that. So the camping trip ends without them going to the digital world, but something happens. A new threat. There's a power outage. From Kushiro's point of view, if that doesn't stop in 72 hours, the whole city will be covered in a total blackout. So I mean, we saw a glimpse of a Digi-Egg exploding and the Digimon coming out of it. So I'm guessing that this is going to be the new threat. Taichi is not wasting any time. He's already sprung into action, and Kari is worried about him. And of course, Taichi, the big brother that he is, and he tells her, "Don't go out. Don't go out of home. I got this." Taichi goes. Kush is there. The Digivice are glowing and all that. Sora is following them, and we see a blank screen with six star mark fading into the distance, and we know that those six stars are like the Digidestin minus TK and Kari. And by the way, in the camping site, we saw a glimpse of Joe as well. So good old Joe, he's gonna be there as well. So yeah, it ends with Taichi going to the digital world and meeting Agumon again, and we see a glimpse of episode 3 as well, where Biyomon will meet Sora. It was a good episode. The battle at the end, it ended very quickly, and I can understand because they wanted to leave place to the introduction of the journey that's gonna happen in the digital world. I love how this new digital world is looking. Something I wanted to address, since they have made a new Digimon Adventure series, is it gonna be the same for Digimon Adventure 02 with Daisuke and the others? To be honest, if it were me, like if I was in charge of this new Digimon Adventure series, I would somehow introduce those guys in that same series. But of course, it won't make sense because those kids right now, if they respect the age gap, they're probably the same age as Takeru at that point. So I don't know. You know what? It's still too early unless inside that series they make some sort of a time skip and then introduce Daisuke and the others. But anyways, what are your thoughts about this episode? Comment, rate, subscribe, share this video, much appreciated. And yeah, seriously, they are going very fast in the development of this series because episode 2 we got to see Omnimon, like the freaking overpowered Omnimon, the over-the-top mega level Omnimon. So what? Look, there are so many things that they could do with this series because the door is open to many possibilities, you know. So oh, and something else I wanted to address, that Mister's character, I forgot his family name, but his first name is Rio. If you are a very good Digimon fan, you know who I'm talking about. He appeared in Digimon Tamers at the second half of the series, but Rio, I would love to see this guy appearing in this series. This would be amazing. So anyways, tell me your thoughts, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next week, alright? So in the meantime, please do me a favor, for your homeboy, take care of yourselves. See ya!